Hello, I'm Mel Games. I'm a retro streamer. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Eastern Time. I stream for mental health.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on today. You have an average of 50, 50?
50, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm getting closer and closer to the partner. I unlocked the achievement for partner.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, that's great. That's hard. Getting that many people on, it's a grind.
Yeah, it is, because it keeps repeating after a while. Like after 30 days, it resets. So, you know, it's like, it's
Yeah,
really hard to
totally.
keep those numbers going.
Totally. So let's flash back to you being affiliate, right? So think back of when that was. When you started streaming, did you have a plan?
So I went into Twitch and I started just doing whatever. I had no plan. It was so chaotic. My affiliation thing was just chaos. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't know what communities I was. I had no research prior to what Twitch really was. So yeah, my affiliation took a very long time. It almost took half a year in 2019 for me to even get affiliated. Yeah.
So what got you to the 3 average viewers and the 50 followers? Is there some things that helped?
Yeah, definitely. It was the research behind Twitch. I was researching because I had a plan what I wanted to do later on. Like I wanted to get into retro games, but I didn't even know that Twitch had a retro category. I had no knowledge of that. But once I figured out that, hey, they actually do stream retro games on Twitch, I found that they have groups and communities and there's like Discord servers. What's that? I didn't even know what Discord was, right? So I went into that and just joined a ton of them, tried to figure out what I vibe with. Like I had like 200 servers. Put my link in there, like, yeah, here you go. Follow me. You know, I had this kind of mentality back then, like, yeah, here's my link, go and follow me. So but once I actually found like the communities I really vibe with and what I enjoyed being with, that's when I finally got the 3 average, because I got some friends, right, coming over and follow me, and I'm still friends with those to this day. They're sub to me and I'm sub to them, and it's fantastic. Just like joining those community was really the step that I needed to get affiliated, for sure.
What's kind of crazy is that you said you started with a follow for follow mentality and nothing, it didn't help. And then once you're like, let me just actually just like hang out, then that's when your views started growing.
Exactly, and just finding friends and someone I can hang out with and like, yeah, you like the stuff I like too, yeah, you like retro games, like, oh my god, yeah, we're just like totally hanging out.
The next one is that, did you see any dips in your views?
The funny thing is I actually was pretty lucky on that. I didn't see any dips in my viewers. It was mostly just static, which can be a good and a bad thing. In a way, I was kind of happy it didn't drop below anything. I was just keeping between 5 to 10 maybe throughout the rest of my affiliation in 2019, right? But then around the end of 2019, I finally found something that I wanted to do, right? The right communities and the right friends and something. And then it started going upwards instead of downwards. So I was very lucky. I never had any dips of that.
So what do you think caused the no dips? Were you just still networking and just hanging out and just doing all of that?
Yeah, I think so. It definitely that I was like new to the community and trying to get out there, and people were starting to look like, what's happening here? Who are you? And you know, when you're new in a new community, people tend to like boost you a bit more up, right? If you join something pretty new, the entire group tends to boost you a bit more up. So that really helped for sure.
Wow, impressive. Okay, so now let's flash back to affiliate once more.
Yeah.
How did you get your views from 3 to 30, right? So now you're at 50, but now let's think a little bit smaller. So 3 to 30. And what did you change in your streams, right? Because that's a big jump.
I did. I completely was like, in the end, like I said, in 2019, I was like, there's something I want to do, because I want to really showcase who I am. I am a very creative person. So I was like, okay, I stream 4 days a week. What if I have something called a rento challenge? I take a game I never tried before. Like when I was younger, I took whatever game looked cool, and I sit there for 4 days without doing any prior research to it and see if I can beat it. And I started doing that, and that's how people was like, hey, what's this? like people were coming in, people were hearing it from other people's mouth. Like when I was in people's stream, they're like, "Oh, Mel, she does the rental thing, and this is this and this," and people are like, "Wow, that's a really cool concept."
So that's great. And so I'm hearing you're saying that people were able to talk about you. People were able, instead of just being like, "Oh, they're a cool streamer," it's like, "Oh, Mel does this," and that caused more traction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are 3 tips that you would give people that aren't affiliated yet that really helped you? Just 3 tips.
Yes, definitely. Don't do what I did. Don't just jump into Twitch without having any research. And then the scheduling is really important, and then the consistency, so people know when they're coming in that today, this person's doing that, and I know it's doing this, is also one of them. So yeah, research, getting a community going on, and then scheduling consistency is one of the 3 steps that I will definitely recommend for any affiliation. Yes.
Yeah. And then how do you get people to come back? So when they hit that follow button, they've somehow already found you one way or another. How do you get them to return?
I think it's because of the nostalgia that we have in the community, right? We share childhood memories, the gaming, we love for retro, we have an open talk about mental health. A lot of people in my community are struggling with that, and we want to have more awareness of that and remove the stigma around it. And we have invisible disabilities as well, so they feel like they can come back to us and talk about it because it's a safe space. So that's what I've been focusing mostly on, that if they come back, that is what they're gonna get for sure. So yeah, they're coming back because they love the retro, they love the gaming we're playing, the sharing the nostalgia and the memory and the childhood, and of course the LGBTQ and the safe space around it.
Is there anything that you do, like, beyond just stream? So anything off stream that you do to get them to come back?
I'd be active on like Instagram, and I have TikTok. I try to upload clips there and share some funny moments. Like, this is what you can expect from me.
So the last question is big picture plans. What is your plan? What was your plan once you hit affiliate? And then what is the plan right now?
I have this in my bio, and hoping that I'm still doing it, and that is to represent women in the retro community, especially also bisexual women in the retro community. I want to be a voice for them and a voice for LGBTQA, and I want to foster a safe space. I'm really focused on mental health, awareness and removing the stigma around it. I talk about it almost all the time on stream. We have charities where we raise money for that. So yeah, it's really important that I have this community, and I want to keep growing this community because my community means the world to me, and I wouldn't be here doing any of this if it weren't for them and the help they have given me.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I just really appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. It was very fun. Thank you for hearing me.
It's so good to meet you too. This is our first time meeting.
Yeah, I know. How exciting. You can see my room without my green screen.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel
not many
special.
People have, mind you. You get VIP, exclusive
behind the scenes.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much, and I'll let you know when this airs. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, I'm excited for it. Yeah.
All right. Well, bye.
Bye.